Hello everyone, welcome back to Railbound. I tried poking the bonus levels in 4 for a bit and I just got absolutely nowhere for 15 minutes. So rather than making you watch my failures for extended periods of time, I scrapped that. Let's jump into all of these bonus levels on 5, because there's a bunch of them here and I feel like I should be able to find some progress. Oh, but I remember this. I remember this. So we have to use this, we have to use that, we have to use this, this, and this. This can't be a dead end, so it has to go somewhere. That can't be a dead end, so it must connect to this, but we can do that if we want to. However, doing that almost certainly means that we won't have enough track to get everywhere else. So I don't think we're using the bottom half of this. 2 can't join that way because it gets to the engine immediately, and we can't do this because then neither train can ever get to the engine. One comes around here and picks up, and if 2 does this, it gets there too fast after the pickup, but it can't be this. So what can we do with 2 to get it to go slower? Possibly something like this, but I'm not really sure how. In an ideal world, we'd find some way to get it to follow behind 1, but that leaves us with no way of getting back onto this track ever, which is a problem. Because it can't be that, and that just results in us doing a big circle. But it can't be this either. Can't be that. So I don't think it can be either of these things. Now, we can't have 4 directions come into here at once. When we come in and pick up, we have to come out of the other side, so we have to use these extra tiles on this side. Then can't do this. That's just 1 track left over. This is just going to be a crash. That's going to get 2 to where we don't want it to be first. So how can we have 2 swap places with 1? I'd like to do it with this, but then we can't get these 2 over this line because we can't have a 4-way cross. Now that would let us escape. That would cause a crash. This is going to get us there too slowly and ends up going the wrong way. This is a crash. This sets us off in a circle. We still have 2 tracks left after this though. Damn. We could get under there. Does that mean we don't need this one then? So 1 can come up and down here, while 2 is going up there. But then we need to be approaching it from the top. And the only way to do that is this. But now I don't have any tracks to spare to get 2's path to be any longer than it already is. Round, loops on itself, gets away first. How can I get 2 to end up behind 1 on this track? I can't, with 1 track remaining, I can't make this go any longer than it already has. Because that's, 1 just ends up as a single piece somewhere that I don't want it to be. Also, this is all for naught if I don't get 1 to turn around at some point. Oh my god. Was it that simple this whole time? Put me back in that level then. Because I don't need this tile at all, right? So we can finish this puzzle without using the extra piece of track and we get the cartographer achievement. Well, I don't know how that one was supposed to be done with all the track, but hey, we made some progress and that is always something to celebrate. 1, 2, 3, and a interchange for 2. So we know that we must pass this with 2, and so we must use this and this. If we must use this, we must use that. If we must use this, we must use that. We must send 1 out. We must send 2 out. That only leaves 5 tracks remaining. We have to get onto the ending track. That leaves us with 4 tracks remaining. These 2 can touch. We can build 1 in here. We can build 1 in there. My first thought is, can I get 2 to come in behind 1? And then they both go through there. So then 3 would have to go there and that can join up. Sometimes it's so simple, whereas other times it feels so incredibly complicated. Alright, we did those. 5, 4, B. Clearly I've been here before. Let's scrap this. So, we must come in and out of this station. This corner must be approached. 2 must come out, 1 must come out. Platform 1 needs an entry and an exit. 3 must come out of here and must turn left. That leaves us with 9. Well, there's only 5, 10, 13 possible tiles at all left. So there's going to be lots of room for variation here. One, 2, 1, 2. I can get 2 off of there quickly. 1 can go pick up their passenger. How can I get 2 and 3 to swap positions? I can have 2 do a loop here. But I worry that 3 is going to get to where it's going way too fast. What can we do with 3 instead? We do this? No, absolutely not. So it would have to be... Oh god, I've completely biffed this, haven't I? 2 goes that way. 1 goes that way. 3 ends up going that way, which is bad. That's fine. Then 3 needs to be going somewhere else in the interim. 1, 2... 1 goes up that way, 2 comes down this way. 3 has to go through there. If we come this way, we crash with 1. Can we send 1 off around here or something? Not really, because we miss the platform if we do that, or at least we risk missing the platform. Two comes down here, 1 goes up there, 3 is just a menace to society. That's not going to work. I can't chicane 3 around 2 like this. Maybe my basic presumptions are incorrect and we should challenge those. If we send 1 this way, and then 2 in behind 1, and then 3 in behind them, and then did a great big loop and came out going the other way, we don't have enough track to do this, which seems important. Doesn't it? This and this is necessary for that platform. There's no way this can work, right? No, because we can never get up there. Because that would have to go that way, which has 3 going in the wrong place too early. And if we did that, we never get away. Where can I put an extra track to help me? Basically nowhere, because everywhere has too many connections. Now we're just in a circle. There's enough time for 1 to pick that up and get going. We just need to figure out how to turn around at some point. How do we get everyone to turn around? Man, I was so hopeful, as I so often am. Oh boy, okay. Let's poke 55B. We've been here before. Have we got anything I haven't attempted before? 56A. Apparently not. Apparently I've been through this struggle before. Alright then. These are all for 1, which is interesting. So 1 needs to pick them all up, and 2 needs to be at least 4 tiles behind the whole way round, because I assume it's 1 beat's worth of time to pick up somebody is the same beat of time it is to move through a tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an infinite loop. We come in that way, we can't escape. If we do that, we have 2 tiles left, which is not enough, because I need to get 2 behind 1 somehow. And I can't have them pass like that, although I could probably get them to pass there or thereabouts, except this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to slow 1 down a bit. Well, we could always send 1 this way around first. So that sends 2 in front of 1. That sends 2 to get behind 1. But 1 won't have picked up all their passengers by this point. So we need... What's going on outside? Can you hear the horns? We need 2 to pass after 1 has collected everything, or there or thereabouts. Because like this is definitely wrong. What I'd almost like to do is get them, loop around, and get everybody else. And while that's happening, where could I get these 2 to pass one another is the big question. Because this is just going to be a crash where I expected one to be. That's going to send 1 all the way around. Then we would have to turn off and around after picking up our 4th person, which would be here. We would need to turn around, while 2 gets in behind 1, which I'm too short of track to do. If I had one more track, I think this would be fine. Because one is going to get everybody. Spin around. And get away. This is going to be way too close for the pickups. Right, so I'm gonna ponder this for a second and then come back to you. So I've gotten to here, where with this chicane here, one can set off, picks up a platform. These two miss each other. Then one happily goes off and gets the rest of everything else. But two is now stuck at this dead end, and we can't spend 2 tracks to turn it around here. We can't have this loop round in an alternate direction because then this gets stuck. And I don't think we can make this attach here in any way that stops the loop from interfering with itself. But this seems like a really efficient way of getting the 2 trains to pass one another if you know when they're going to be passing one another. It then just becomes an issue of not knowing how to get one to turn around when it seems like every other piece of track is basically accounted for somewhere. I don't think we can do this here because they get into the wrong place at the wrong moment. Although, what about something like that? We can't have them... Oh, no. That gets them to pass one another, but again, we're stuck facing the wrong direction here. And that's annoying. We can't send them off the wrong way. We can't send that off the wrong way. That can't go around that way. So, more thinking time required. So after a good while, I've moved that loop that I had here. I think it needs to come away slightly, although if we can get 2 to be following 1 out of this exit, we don't have to worry about these 2 anymore. But I need this to pass faster. I don't know if I could do it here instead. But that causes a crash there and a loop here, so it can't be that. Is this what I just had? Have I turned... No, yeah, that comes down. That needs to go that way. If we've got 2, we could just make this longer without an attachment between it. You're around. You're not getting caught up on the hanger of the initial piece. We get 3. We get 4. We're going in the right direction. You didn't crash. Oh, God. Okay. I'm glad that pickup was as fast as it was. 5-6A. Right. Tunnel City. So what do we know? We know that 2 is going to go in that tunnel, which matches to this tunnel in light grey. 1 has to step out of here. You and you need rail lines, and that rail line has to come to the left because this post is in the way. This tunnel needs one to come out of it. This tunnel needs one to come out of it. This platform needs one here and here. After that, it's anybody's guess. This tunnel joins up to this tunnel, so we need 1 with a passenger to go down that first. How fast does 2 get around towards where 1 is? Much too fast. I'm guessing we can't simply swing them around in some fashion. Two's gonna come out of here. 1 can go back in there, but I don't think we're ever gonna have enough track to come out of here and do some kind of loop, so that doesn't seem wise. Two's got to come out of here. You have to come through there. I feel like 2 has to have some kind of extra lap in what it's doing. Because we couldn't do something like this. Could we? Who's going to come through there and crash with 1? 1 has to go this way first. One comes through here. 2 goes through there. But if we, even if we did a lap here somehow, which I don't think we can do that. We don't even necessarily need this. That needs to go the other way if we're not going to crash. Or that, perhaps? No. Two is coming out of here. 1 is going that way. 2 is coming this way. 2 comes out of there into here. 1 picks up that. That looks good. Yeah. It looks sneaky that like this S-bend back off the original side doesn't ever look intended, but sussed it out. This is a very narrow, skinny level where we're going to have to pick lots of junctions to do very specific things, aren't we? 2 goes into dark tunnel and comes out. 1 goes into light tunnel and comes out. They pick up their respective passengers. Then we have to get them to turn around and presumably... Oh, that's gross. So one of them is going to be able to come out and the other one's going to have to do an extra lap in some capacity. So... let's just look at something like this. That's just going to turn into loops. That never gets us to where we want. Man, they're so fast to hit one another. 1. Let's worry about 1 first because 1 has to get to the train first, which is the important part. 1 comes out of here. And gets home safe. 2 comes out of here. Is it ever that? Is it ever just this? Yeah, no, it's that. Alright, so it's just 5-4B. Okay, we didn't actually look at this today. So we've gone a half hour, but I will give this a moment of my time since we got through the rest of 5 today. So 1 needs that, 2 needs this. Did I look at this today? I guess I did. This is a crash, isn't it? We need to do... How did we do it before? Well, let's challenge our assumptions. 1, 2 follows 1. Is this not letting us have 3 follow 2 in any way that means we can conveniently spin everyone around at once? Because we can't... This turns into a loop. Can't do this because that turns into a loop. Can't do that. This tile here has become the problem. The 1 and 2 must come out. This must come to here. That must come to there. That must come to there. That leaves us with 11. You must have a tile. You must have a tile. That must have a tile. That leaves us with 8. Which is a lot to work with so many spaces remaining. So, how did I get these two to change sides without crashing? You end up that way, you come straight down. You come off. Can't be this. How did I do this a second ago? Did I not do this a second ago? Or was it a different puzzle? I feel like I've gone completely mad. I've gone completely cross-eyed. Alright, we'll drop this here, otherwise we'll be going forever, but we will soon, hopefully, be able to finish off the 5s and some of the 4s, and what remains of the 6s, a couple of 7s, and the 8s at the end. Oh god, I've ruined everything by misclicking. Alright, well, I'm sorry you had to see my mug, but for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.